Welcome back, viewers and subscribers. It's your girl, STARFLAMES, and we're back with another video. So in this video, we're going to talk about the betrayal of Kourtney Kardashian. Barker continues with her mom and sibling because Kourtney believes that her mom and siblings, they have way too much of a close relationship with her ex, Scott Disick, and as such, she's having problems trusting them because if you guys can remember, we saw Kris Jenner trying to hook up Scott and Khloe and telling them that they should spend a weekend and see how things works out for them, while Kourtney is over Scott Disick and has moved on and is happily married. She believes that that's a humongous disrespect to her and her kids, and as such, she's really questioning her family's intention. Not only that, it is also being alleged that every little details they know about Kourtney and Travis' marital situation. Not that they're having challenges, but they're like, oh my God, Scott, do you know that they're going to Aspen this weekend? Yes, Kourtney says they're going to be there 2 weeks, and Travis plans on doing this, Travis plans on doing that. So Kourtney believes that it's too invasive. She doesn't mind them sharing the little details like, oh, Rocky's walking or stuff like that. But when it comes to, the intimate stuff, she wants to keep Scott out of it. She has what she believes is somewhat of a balanced co-parenting situation with Scott. Even though there are some challenges there, they're minute, but she realizes now that some of the things that Scott has been throwing at her and the kids coming back to her with, like, her and Travis making out too much in front of the kids, she now realizes that, listen, this is not just, Scott just saying this. It's just the things that when Khloe goes to Scott, they talk about, or Scott goes to Khloe. These are the things they talk about, like, oh my God, those two lovebirds, they make out, they do it, and they do it in front of the kids. They're always making out, like, get a room, those little things. While she sees it as, not a big deal, it's just the little things that mountains up to be too much. She believes that her family is doing too much with Scott and they need to pull themselves back. She's happy that Scott has a bonus family because, as you guys know, Scott has lost his parents and he literally has no one but them. But she believes that they should strike a boundary between maintaining a healthy relationship with Scott and them divulging her business to Scott Disick. And as such, and it's why she's keeping them at bay, because it is literally overstepping their boundaries and them wanting to tell her that, oh, Scott is concerned. He wants to know if you're actually happily married. And that statement is allegedly coming from none other than Miss Kimmy Cakes. Even though Kourtney tries to establish a healthy relationship with Kim, there's always some major pullbacks and some major drawbacks. It is said that it got so invasive to the point where Travis had to basically, send a strong message to Scott Disick, stop asking about Kourtney like that. Ask about the kids, just checking to see if she's okay. It's just basic generic things and being cordial. And Travis understands that. But Travis notices there's a pattern of Scott Disick being invasive and it's always coming from, the family. So as such, Travis had to send a strong message letting Scott Disick know that Kourtney is happily married and she could have never been better. So as such, their concerns are not needed, and rightfully so, because we saw a report of the similar nature coming out last year. I believe it was July, wherein, Kourtney saying that she's going to cut ties with her family because she's tired of them hobnobbing with Scott, telling Scott every little thing they know and them saying, oh, I saw Scott today and he asked me, if you were happy, how's Rocky, how's this, how's that. And she thinks that, It's too much. She doesn't mind hearing if Scott is doing okay. She doesn't mind if Scott is checking in on her to see if she's in the best of health or anything like that. But it's too frequent. It's too often. It's too suggestive. She believes that she needs to strike boundaries. And as such, she's keeping her family at bay because they have done these things frequently. And the things that they're doing, it's not just Scott, it's also Kim. You know, Kim going to her friends, and that's Kourtney friends. Do you think Kourtney's happy? You know, do you see any red flag? Do you think Travis is taking substance? Do you think this? Do you think that? You know, so she believes that they're being too invasive, being unnecessary, and as such, she's determined to strike the balance, and she's determined to keep that wall of defense around her and her family. So as such, she wants to have a relationship with them. It's just that she doesn't want them to be so rude and invasive and divulging anything they know about her. Like, for example, her business move. You know, if she's planning something and she asks them, like, what's your opinion in this? What's your opinion in that? And they will come back to her and say, you know what Scott was saying? You know, so as such, she doesn't like that. It's too much. And she believes that they need to tone it down, because if they don't, she's going to definitely tone it down for them. But that's my take, guys, on all of this. What's your thought? While you're at it, give this video a big thumbs up, share, stay safe, and see you all in the comment section. Peace.